Baku-Deku Slime. Hang on. I have to get in the character.
Please no.
Are you gonna do it?
The only one I think I could do decent is honestly Vegeta, and
Kakarot. I love Vegeta.
Well, you're like the one person that can do multiple voices.
I love his Kermit. Kermit's is the favorite.
Kermit's, all-time fave.
Hang
all
on.
time.
Let me get in the character.
Kermit and Froggy.
I just need to go back to the swamp.
Hold on. Vegeta lines in Kermit voice.
Kakarot, you really think you're a Saiyan? I am a Saiyan prince. My power goes beyond. And fuck
That
you,
was good.
Krillin.
Keep going.
Fuck you, Kermit.
Oh, that's it.
Miss Piggy, Bulma. Show me that grippy.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Something Original Podcast. My name is Kermit. And with me in our digital studio, we have...
Chase.
And Adrian.
Thank you.
I like the change up. Oh, sorry.
Now we commence this lovely podcast with friends. I am definitely not being held at gunpoint.
Shh.
Sorry. Kakarot, no!
Thanks, Kermit, for the lovely opening.
Thank you.
I had a question for you guys. Run through the analytics of our listeners. Obviously, number one region is the United States. Can you guys guess what the second region is?
Ireland.
Or country, I should say.
Isn't it Taiwan?
Ireland.
No.
Philippines.
No.
Nigeria.
Am I warm?
No.
Continent. Give us the continent.
Europe.
Wales.
No.
Wait, is it Britain?
No.
After
Germany.
we just always...
Adrian got it. Germany.
Germany?
What the fuck? 7% of our listeners are in Germany.
I'm cheering
70?
your beer.
17?
I'm cheering your German beer. I'm not
Seven.
cheering your
Just
history.
But Germans speak a completely different language than us. That's why I was like,
Well,
I would get like
surprised.
Canada or like.
You'd be surprised, like, when you see other countries, how many people actually speak English. It's actually nuts.
Yeah, I read something where like French people are so like they're mad that English took over as like the most common language spoken all over the world. French, they wanted to like implement their language everywhere in the world, and so
Makes
they're
sense
like,
because
they're real bitches about it.
yeah, it makes sense because French plays a big part in like Haitian Creole. French plays a big part in a lot of different areas in Canada.
Bread.
Fries.
Toast. Well, you said bread.
No, those are two different things though. Two
Yeah.
different things. They don't even look the same.
Croissant.
Going to the bathroom and smoking a cigarette.
Manicures, pedicures.
I heard it smells like shit.
Um,
We don't have French viewers, so
Oh,
shout out to Germany.
I just think about Theo Von talking about French people, where he's like, you line up 20 French people. I don't like them. Looks like they got some kind of secret. Always walk around.
Yeah,
Theo Von.
I don't try. And also, like, if you go up to Canada, it's very French.
Yeah,
And
Quebec.
they are the meanest people in the world. They suck.
they don't get that grippy. So
I feel like it's very grippy up there because it's so cold, and so they're clenching.
they all suck. They don't get
Sunday.
no coups. So therefore, they don't get the grippy. See what I mean?
It's sucking like bleh.
2 and 2. Look at that. 4. Know what I mean?
On
Two
Tway,
upside down, double A.
Now it's an M. I get millions. What's up?
did
Now it's
did
World
anybody
Wide
here
Web.
take French in school?
No. No, my brother did. My brother took French. He also
I took
skipped
a little
like
bit. It was like
14 days and like a quarter. So
Yeah,
14
there was a
days.
time in middle school where I was forced to take French, but in high school I took Spanish.
I took Spanish in high school, but I didn't take it serious. So I
Spanish,
should have.
Spanish makes more sense to learn in America
In America, yeah.
over French.
Especially in San Diego here.
Because we ain't gonna let them French people touch our grass.
It would make sense if you like border Canada maybe to take French because there
Yeah, if you
are a
live in,
lot of
like,
people that
Montana, you know,
yeah
North
they get
Dakota.
a lot of Frenchies over there.
I don't, know
Whoa.
how I don't know if I like how you said that.
Yeah,
That sounded racially charged.
I don't think being French is a race. It's like Italian.
Ethnically charged.
You are not
No,
of a
that's
different
not.
race.
That's an ethnicity. That should always confuse me. I just know everybody deserves
Italian?
respect.
No, it's not. They're white.
I don't.
They're white.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit half the time. I just know.
They want
just-
to be a race. That's the thing. Like they claim that they are their own racial group and they
That's
can
right.
be like racially discriminated against. No, you're just you're just white and you're ignorant, arrogant.
Well,
I don't know.
They used to hate on the Irish immigrants. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
They did. They did hate the Irish,
It's because we're cooler.
Some say.
but that's
Yeah.
kind of just like white on white crime. Like I get it. It's not good, but like you're just hating on yourselves, really.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of that. I was with the guys coming over. That's my people, dog.
You were coming with guys. Whoa,
Most of the time.
whoa there, partner. We don't
with
judge.
friends. With friends. But what you know
Adrian,
about
don't
Oh, you're
Speaking
saying I don't have
about it.
friends? You're saying I don't have friends anymore?
you're there,
Yeah.
Adrian.
You guys aren't my friends anymore.
No.
it? Yeah, Adrian plays cookie by himself. Uh-oh, who's gonna eat the cookie?
Still me. One man nut party.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Wait,
Whoa.
That's wild though. You don't hear a lot about that anymore.
probably because of BoJack Horseman. Dear Lord, it got threatened here.
I didn't watch much of that show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't watch
Like
much of
me.
it
One,
either.
one of the actors was found in that, like, one of the cartoon characters.
okay.
Oh,
I
Or
thought like the
actor.
voice actor.
Well,
Fucking-
one of the episodes, it was like him trying to do this episode, and one of his cast members was going through a dark time, and they found him dead in his closet with a,
Jesus.
you know what I mean?
just
That rigor mortis set in quick.
I don't get. I mean, I think I get it, but I don't get it.
Oh.
It's like
I-
it's like cock and ball torture. You know, it's on the same level. It's like, why would you do that to yourself? But I guess I get it if you're just wanting a little something to spice it up. I don't know.
here's how I can try to rationalize it and make sense of it. Okay, because the whole thing with autoerotic asphyxiation and shit is like get off on like being choked. There are a lot of women out there who like being choked, so like in the sense it's not the worst thing, but like when you find people dead like that, it's like took it too far, like, you know what I mean?
Why are we using a
Or
belt?
like the people get found with like a bag over their head, like what are you doing?
Yeah, the bag thing that can go south pretty quick.
Like that's crazy.
The belt, I feel like you just have to like not sit up, you
Or
know?
just take some Baku-Deku Slime.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I was going to talk to you guys about this. I found this new game over the weekend. And I want to run down to you the plot of the game before I give you it. Are you guys ready? Are you sitting down?
Yeah, hold on. Let me sit down.
Okay. Get ready.
Actual height.
Fuck you.
That is canonical Adrian. But,
That's all the time we have for this episode, guys. We're done.
We're only 11 minutes in. That's insane.
We're done. Goodbye.
All right. Here's the game. All right. Corrupt, evil, political politicians, shitty celebrities, and just scumbags of the earth. What do they all have in common?
They exist right now.
Money.
They all exist.
Oh.
And they all suck, right? I kind of, spelled it out for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The game centers around these people and taking them out. To do so, this game takes place in modern times. To do so, you have to enter their domain, essentially. Everybody has their own domain that they create.
Expansion.
No, not the same thing. It's created by their own cognition, by their own evil desires. The stronger their desire is, the bigger their domain is. You go in there and you have to sneak around and fight your way through their domains to steal their treasure. Once you do that and come back to the real world, they have a change of heart usually. And then they will either turn themselves...
Change your heart, you say?
Change of heart? Dude, that was actually insane.
The timing was insane.
The timing was impeccable. Not planned at all. Actually, that's a real thing. They'll usually have a change of heart. They'll turn themselves in. They'll turn themselves in. They'll admit to all their crimes, do all this stuff.
So the domains have like magical properties?
Oh yeah, while you're in these domains, while you're in this separate dimension, you have special abilities to fight the enemies there. Sounds pretty cool, right? All takes place in modern times, and and obviously as you progress through the game, you have to bring on new people to join your crew and fight your way through these different domains. What do you guys think of this game so far?
So
taking out evil, corrupt politicians, shitty celebrities. The first person that we took out was this guy who was abusing and sexually assaulting children.
Epstein?
It wasn't Epstein. Not at that level.
Weinstein?
No. It was a made-up person.
Oh.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're not going after... In the game, you're not going after, like, real life celebrities and politicians?
No. It's, like, made up. It's a story-driven narrative game.
You lost me.
That have... I mean, it's made up.
It'd be like Borge Gush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kinda.
Borge Gush. Does it gush?
No. But yeah. That's essentially it. It's a very heavy narrative game. Great story so far. I'm about 20 hours in.
Sounds sounds alright.
What are your thoughts? The combat's great. You sneak around. It's kind of like Sly Cooper. Did you guys ever play that?
Yeah.
where you have to like swing around and like sneak around
Yeah.
people, but
I remember
you
Sly
still
Cooper.
fight here and there.
That sounds playable, but
Playable. Okay. What,
it
Gannon,
doesn't
your
sound
thoughts?
too interesting to me.
Pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Editor, clip this. I'm about to tell you the game. It's fucking Persona 5, motherfuckers. Persona 5.
I was about to say Persona.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say Persona. I've actually, if you go back and rewatch it, re-listen.
Did you say it?
Yeah, I was like.
I said I'm not
you're
interested
like,
in it, so I said I'm not interested, so
Why?
it just didn't sound that interesting to me. You know what sounds interesting?
Oh, playing
Real-
2K all day?
Take real life celebrities and politicians,
Okay, you can't get away with that. You're going to get defamation.
make them beat the shit out of each other to death. I say we bring back Celebrity Deathmatch. That was one of the
you would
greatest
have
things
to
ever.
sign. You would have to sign off on that. You would have to get their name and likeness. You would have
You know
to
how
pay
much
for it.
All
They
you gotta
would
tell
have
these
to-
people are money, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make."
Yeah, but
money
they
off
don't like
this."
their image being tainted. If you get The Rock in
cares?
there, he's not going to lose. He has a no loss clause.
I don't think these people are socially aware enough that they taint their own images.
Yes,
and
they
then they're worried
absolutely
about
are. What do you mean? We live in the age of social media, Adrian.
like they're so unaware. Like
They are not unaware. What are you talking about? They know if there's one mean comment on an Instagram post, they will
yes,
run
but
to
they're
that
so unaware that they caused comment. Like they ruin their own image 90% of the time because they're just so unaware.
shit. Yeah, but the
of
shittiest
everything.
people that we would want in the game to beat them up for would not want to do that. They would not go along with that.
I don't know, man.
Maybe like Ashton Kutcher.
I thought this was a game you were developing. I thought, that's
No.
where I was going with it.
So
Hey.
what are your thoughts though? Now that you know it's Persona 5, you know Joker, Gannon. This is the game where Joker's in it.
Yeah, it's cool.
You play as Joker.
I'll say the same thing I said. It sounds playable, but I'm not that interested in it.
How much money is it?
I got it on Memorial Day and it was only $10.
Off to a good start. Didn't it just drop?
No, Persona 5 came out. Well, I got the Royal version. Came out 4 years ago. The vanilla base game for Persona 5 came out 8 years ago. But I would say there was a new one. There was a remake of 3 that just came out that was free on Game Pass. And that was good. Got me into the series. Persona 5, 20,000% better.
We're skipping a number here. Where the fuck is 4?
They haven't remade it. And it's like, it's on Xbox. You can buy it, but it's like low poly, kind of like PSP graphics, you know?
Sound,
Look into
Playable.
it. Look it up.
but I'm not that interested.
It is so good. Highly recommend it.
I can't say much. I'm getting back into Destiny 2, so
You know what I want? I want a good fucking pirate-based game.
Heard Skull and Bones is
I heard
Good.
It's fucking whack.
We should try Sea of Thieves eventually.
I've said that before.
Just
but
like
nobody
test
wanted to
it
play
out, you know, just like dabble. I just can't get past the character design.
yeah. It's too kooky for me.
Kooky,
It is,
yeah.
but like pirate shit is cool.
It is,
Pirate shit
but
cool.
why they make the people look so dumb? Make them cool. Make them like just regular people. Even if it's like the Fortnite looking people, they just made them look literally so disgusting.
That's why I said a good pirate game.
Yeah. Developers, I thought Skull and Bones was gonna be it though, but yeah, you can't even like get off the ship half the time. There's no
pointless.
hand-to-hand combat.
I want to fucking sword fight. I
Yeah.
want to find random people, add them to my crew, make people walk the plank, behead them, fight off a mutiny, all the cool pirate shit. get scurvy, almost die, ship battles.
Imagine a game developer programming scurvy into the game and just being like, "Oh, you got scurvy."
Hey, realistic. You gotta have a creative citrus.
I thought you guys were going to be a lot more adamant about not wanting to play Persona 5, though. I came ready to defend it.
Well, because I thought this was a game you were like working on, and I was like, it's cool.
No, I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna.
I see
that.
the hype, and now they're actual like adults, right?
Still in high school.
Okay.
No, okay. Why? This is the thing. Why? Why is that bad? You play as a high school character in high school. It would be weird if you were making your character 26 or whatever, and then going to a high school. That's weird.
So you play through the eyes of a young boy.
Play through the eyes of a young boy.
And have to have relations.
Who said anything about having to have relations?
I hope that's not included.
It is. I'm 20 hours in. Haven't had any romantic encounters.
Cool.
And I will say, since this is high school, still though, like if you're playing as a high school character and you get into a relationship with a high schooler, like we see in Stranger Things. You guys watch Stranger Things, right? You don't turn away when they're like.
I'm not playing through the eyes of a high schooler.
Yeah, but you're watching a high schooler.
Yeah, but I'm not watching for the love angle. I'm watching for
I'm
them
not
to fight
playing the
monsters and
game
shit.
for the love angle. I'm playing the game because the fucking story and the combat and the fighting and the characters, they're all so immersive and engaging with there being, and I will say, once you romance somebody, at the very most, you may get a little kiss at the end. And then you
See,
never see that again.
You have to make the choices in that situation. That's different, whereas I'm watching a movie where these kids are fighting monsters and they include their fucking preteen love.
And you can
I don't give a shit about their
you can
preteen
choose
love.
to not
Preteen fight
get
monsters.
into a relationship with anybody. But it's a part of the mechanic.
But if
You don't
you
have to
do-
romance them to.
And
You know,
everyone
get-
knows we were watching it for Wheeler's mom. Everyone knows this.
Well, yeah.
Everyone knows this.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, the other one.
Winona Ryder?
No, the other mom. Nancy's mom?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
that's Will's mom. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. It's been so long
Her?
since I've seen it.
Eh.
Okay.
Mid.
I thought we were talking about Winona.
Yeah.
Winona
Obviously.
Ryder.
I mean, that's the first option.
I'm watching to see David Harbour kick some fucking ass.
Yeah. Same. Okay, going back to Persona. Same with Persona. I'm not playing it for the romance. I'm not playing it for getting into a quirky high school relationship where all you do is, like, say your boyfriend and girlfriend.
But you're
That's it.
role playing as a teenager.
Okay. It's the same thing as, like, watching fucking My Hero.
No.
You're viewing everything through the eyes of a teenager.
I'm watching a bunch of high school heroes fight
Is it character
villains.
customization?
I'm not role
You can
playing.
change the outfit. It's Joker. You're playing as a preset character who is in high school.
Yeah, you're role playing.
You are
a
playing
high
as a
schooler.
named character. You do get to name your character, but most people are just like, this is Joker, so.
Oh, I like some customization.
You can change the outfits, but, I mean, they make him look generic enough to where you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's how I
Yeah.
respond. That'll be my official statement on it then.
Well,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I want you guys to play it. I want you guys to, because I don't want you to go and not experience Peak. People
Is it free?
love this series. No, I said it was $10.
Okay.
That when I bought it.
You got my answer. I sound like a cheap bastard, but I'm tired of buying games and that we don't end up playing these games most of the time for that long.
Well, I'm saying you will play this game because you'll love it. You'll end up loving everything about it.
Sounds playable, but I'm not too interested.
Okay, this motherfucker.
Maybe one day I'll give it a try. No, just not too interested.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day I'll play the lottery. Well, who knows?
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll become a fish.
I'll drown you.
Don't think. You can't drown a fish. The fuck?
No, I'll drown him so he can become a fish.
I would speak a dead human.
Yeah.
And an alive fish.
It's still not adding up.
Take another hit. It might help.
Yeah. See, please.
Ugh. I could go take another ball and rip, but I don't want to like empty out the bowl and stuff.
Yeah. What's next on the ballot?
Oh, I had another question for you guys.
Oh, okay.
This is a serious question that I actually don't know. Since you guys were both in the Navy, would you ever, if you ever decided, which I know it's unlikely, to go back into the military, would you be able to change, like if you wanted to go into the Air Force or something? Could you do that?
I don't think. With some branches, it's weird. You can't, if you've joined one branch, there's certain branches you can't join. Like, I know if you've been in the Navy, you can't join the Air Force, but you can go Army or Marines, I think.
Yeah. They call
But
it
you
blue to
can't-
green. I went blue to green.
Yeah, they have that.
But you'd have to redo their boot camp.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go Coast Guard either if you've been in the Navy, actually. I don't think so.
Huh.
I
That'd
don't
be an
remember.
upgrade. Coast Guard sounds so much cooler.
Good thing this is my job.
Is the Coast Guard and the National Guard different? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
National Guard is part of Army. Actually, my cousin is graduating soon from National Guard.
Shout
cousin
out,
joined.
cousin.
Coast Guard does like more they take care of like drug busts. They
Yeah.
actually do real stuff. and they get so much flack. I remember everybody in because we would have Coast Guard ships next to ours, or boats, I should say. They were like little ships, and everyone would give them so much flack, and they're just like, Coast Guard, look at these Coast Guard. Their uniforms, look cool. They look way better than ours. I will say that. They had like all dark blue. Ours were like these stupid blue camo. Like, why do we have camo if we're on the freaking ocean? There's no point.
If you're in the water.
And our ship is, dude, most of the time the water's not like that blue. And
It's
our
not like
ship-
a dark blue.
And our ship is gray.
Yeah.
And, you're not aiming for the water every time you get into a fight, also.
What about the Space Force? Are you guys able to go in?
I don't know.
The Space Force.
Such,
The Space Force is very big out in Colorado because I think that's where they're based at.
out in Colorado.
Yeah. Every time I go to a Nuggets game, they always recognize military members, and it's always Space Force. They are all in the Space Force. Yeah, 100%.
I don't think if we can go to planets within weeks,
Yeah.
hyperdrive. If we don't have hyperdrive as a real plausible way of travel in space, that shouldn't be a thing.
I mean, I'm on board with it, but I do think it's still pretty sick. It's definitely I don't see why we did that, but my thing was, what if the Space Force develops a fucking Gundam and they have a Gundam division? You guys going back in?
I'm just gonna hijack the Gundam. I've seen enough. I know how to pilot, and especially if it's like the Unicorn Gundam, it just connects right into my cerebral cortex, and I'm chilling.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel like there's
arm,
definitely a lot more
arm.
training that you need to.
I would just have I'd be like, oh, look at this. Then I run up, and I'm just destroying. Oh,
Okay.
What'd you say? Whoa, what? Hidden combos.
How are you getting in?
What's
You gotta
this?
think. What you have to think like the security to get a fucking that because that's probably bigger than a nuke. You know, that's probably like
I'm just a weary traveler. I'm just coming to look at your guys' base. I'm from Wisconsin.
And then running in, take off my sandals, put on combat boots, full combat, ready. Come up, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Run through.
well, saying this now, you're probably on a list of like never allow into Space Force facilities.
But
Yeah.
the
You're
likeliness
banned
of that,
already.
likeliness of that even like happening in our lifetime.
Well,
Japan has them.
what if they've been secretly developing it ever since they saw Evangelion? So they were like, we gotta get our hands on one of those.
I feel like a lot of the higher ups, we had to legit wait for them to die because they're probably like,
Why would I want to waste our good government money
on a robot suit when I could buy 50 nukes.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's just some intelligent old heads in there that are just like, maybe nukes are a little outdated. Let's try and kill people with a cooler thing.
Especially like when we have somebody that can sit with a joystick 5,000 miles away and fly a freaking helicopter and then drop bombs like that. Like that. I see them looking at the applications of how it would be used. They wouldn't. They're just
Okay,
like,
but going back to the initial question, would you, if they
Join.
had one? Yeah. If they have
No.
multiple, if they had fleets.
no,
No?
No.
no.
I'm signing
Now,
up.
if they started giving like special forces like lightsabers and shit, maybe.
Now we're talking Jedi powers.
Maybe.
Well, they'd probably be like government regulated. They'd probably like you leave
Just
the
like these robot
battlefield.
suits.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because then you're still under the hand of the government. It's like, oh, I want to go save these people in this burning building. No, get back to the battlefield. I can't. I have to go save them. Zoom. Shut off your suit. Now you're just in 500,000 pounds of just steel.
Now, here's my question. Would you, again, rejoin, or Chase, would you join if we had, like, visitors from Neptune trying to invade us, and we had to have, like, a Earth retaliation force or something, like...
I thought of this. No.
I still wouldn't, but...
What, like, they come down, they're like, we're here to kill your government officials. Where do I sign up, Neptunian? Oh.
No, what if they just, like, came and just started, like, random cities, just, like... And then
I mean, if
all
they're
of Earth
already
just,
blowing
like,
up cities, I'm just like rednecking it and like I'm let me go get my rifle and stand my ground.
Not blow up cities, but, like, attack cities. You know? Like,
Yeah,
all
I
of
mean, I'm
Earth-
still doing
all
the
of
same.
Earth
If they
is,
just like start indiscriminately attacking Earth, I just don't see a point in going into the military
Yeah.
to help with that.
Yeah. You ever taste lead? I
I'm
did,
actually going
but
to use that opportunity to collect enough people and firepower to build a small country.
I did get that 12 gauge 10 round capacity semi-auto.
And then I will raise the taxes super high, take all the money, leave the people dry, go into hiding, live lavish,
So
rest of my life.
just join the government now. Just
Yeah.
join the government. Yeah, join politics now.
I can't.
That's what
Weed's
you
not
got.
federally legal. So. I
Make
say
it-
as like politicians are just fucking railing.
Yeah.
The water's
Who's
making the
the-
frogs gay.
There was like a Supreme Court justice that he voted against making marijuana legal, and then as he like stepped off the bench, invested a ton of money into marijuana, like recreational marijuana companies. These motherfuckers.
It's just so weird. They just need to put a bunch of people like us to the government and watch how either everything improves or everything crumbles. But I would take that gamble instead of 70-year-olds.
Yeah, I well, for sure, because 70-year-olds are just out of touch. They don't even know what
And
fucking skibbity
almost
toilet
dead.
is. How are they supposed to? How are they supposed to relate to us?
Yeah, they don't even know what the Ohio means.
What the Sigma?
Just
They don't
let
even
me-
know what Baku-Deku Slime is.
Yeah, they definitely don't
Baku-Deku
know
Slime?
what
God
Baku-Deku
damn it.
Slime is.
I think I'm saying it.
It's
Make
literally
me
the
president.
name.
I'll swear in on like big old
Right,
stack
this is
of.
Baku-Deku Slime. Baku-Deku Slime. Oh.
It's take it over me. I'll swear in on like a stack of mangas, like just like One Piece mangas.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. I was gonna ask like, what would you guys swear in on? Gannon, probably the Bible. You stack of manga cards, and
Cards.
mangas. Sorry, I was thinking like Pokemon cards for some reason.
Stack of Pokemon cards. That'd be
Be
fucking
hot.
tight.
That'd be like
That's-
get a fucking PSA 10 Charizard. I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear with all my riz.
I swallow it.
This
Swallow it. Swear.
skibbity toilet. While
Yeah,
I
just
Deku
give me,
slime. Baku-Deku slime.
I don't even know.
Amen. Is that what
Yeah.
they say at the end? I don't know. I've never watched a swearing in or anything.
Well, I mean, if you're not religious, you probably want to say amen, but I think you just
Hallelujah.
repeat after whoever's like. I don't think it's like a.
Am I just gonna
I think
finish
they
with
would
I'm gonna
include
be king of the pirates? Like, it's One Piece manga.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
just give me the first copy of the One Piece, and I'll find it. I'll dedicate my
just
whole
me how to say it in
political
Japanese.
career to finding the One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's so much more to the story than just finding the One Piece, but like that's so far into
like-
the manga that like you know.
It's like, so your goal is to find the One Piece, right? And it's like, no, there's so much more. It's about the friends that we made along the way.
It is absolutely not. Noda's already said that before.
No, I'm just saying, like, oh no, there's more to One Piece. It's obviously you want to find the One Piece, but you know, the journey is probably the thing that you remember the most, anyways.
Yeah, and my
The
true
journey
magic is never
is-
giving up.
The journey is how many different ways you can topple the world government.
Journey is just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Journey is where you can get Doc Martens and other.
I have to pee, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be right back.
This fucking guy. So unprofessional. Well, if
I
he's
guess
doing
I'll
that,
take-
I'm gonna go and lock the door for Macy.
I'm gonna go get some water. What the fuck? Hold on, let me stand off camera. We'll just say some shit. When he sits down, we'll scare him. Just scream some shit.
I see. I was the one.
Howdy!
I see. I was the one who initiated the pee break.
No, I went and got water.
Did you actually though, or were we here the entire time?
I'm glad we were still recording.
You falling right
that's-
to my
I
twat.
tried to scare you.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd
Yeah.
pop in and
No.
scare you.
You
You
know, scare me.
falling
So.
right into my twat.
Yeah. What a way.
Anyway.
I was thinking we switch it up with the something scores. We do something that's not a video game, you know?
Oh, okay. What do you have in mind?
Any show or movie recently that we've all seen. Or not recently. Anything. You know, fucking Space Jam, Bleach, Demon Slayer, anything.
Like season by season, or just overall show so
Just
far?
overall.
Demon Slayer's not done, so I feel like it's not
Just
fair.
overall.
Do we want to do Demon Slayer, or do we want to do like another show that we've all seen?
Chainsaw Man.
Have you seen Chainsaw Man, Adrian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can do Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, let me get my handy dandy book.
Chainsaw Man season 1.
Yeah, there's only one season. You freaking dummy head.
Fucking donut.
You fucking donut. I was gonna look up something in German for our German audience, but I forgot.
Like what? The Holocaust?
Jesus Christ. Never forget.
Why?
Yeah. Crystal Knocked?
Why?
Crystal meth?
What's it called? Crystal Knocked? The Night of Shattering Glass, where they went in and just destroyed Jewish ghettos. It's like when they first initialized it. I think it's called Crystal Knocked.
Could be. I've never heard of that, actually.
I'm pretty sure.
I heard that Germany is pretty good about learning about their history, though. So they don't repeat it.
Yeah, so it's nationalist society. Just
But do they know anything about that Baku-Deku Slime? God damn it.
Well, I was about to say,
Go
Japan, though, they
the brain
definitely need to get their shit together. They will not recognize any of their atrocities that they committed.
Do you think America does?
I was gonna say,
We've recognized some things.
yeah, Hiroshima.
We haven't apologized for that. But I don't think we will, since Japan never apologized for what they did.
Yeah, or Trail of Tears, the Bay of Pigs.
I would say we didn't apologize for slavery, really. Reparations. Still waiting.
Anyways, Chainsaw Man. What got scored?
That ties right into what we were just saying, Adrian.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man Season 1, right? Because obviously that's all that we've seen so far. I've read the manga.
I know. That's why I said season 1. Goofball.
Okay, well, I was waiting for clarification. Season 1, Chainsaw Man. I'm going to give it a 9. Not a perfect 10. The opening song, fantastic. That's a 10 out of 10 in itself. I just love the story progression with Deku. Or not. Deku. Denji.
Baku-Deku Slime. I hate you, Gan.
You love it.
You're the one that's been bringing it up.
The brain rot's just taking over my brain.
That's why they call it brain rot. Denji's story, I love how he came from nothing. He never had any emotional ties to anybody close in his life except for Puccina. Puccina going into him and becoming the Chainsaw Devil was such a pivotal moment for him and his development. And when obviously we know with devils you have to make a contract. I like how Puccina was literally just just live your dream, because some of the other contracts that the devils have you sign is I want an eye, I want an ear, I want your leg.
Give me your left testicle.
I want your life force.
Yeah.
Every time you use it.
Your pinky toes are mine.
And it's so cool, and I love Makima as a character. I love all the side characters. They're all perfect. I would just say since we're so early into the series, I can't give it a perfect 10. I would definitely say this season was a 9 out of 10. I just felt like some of the stuff was more of a slow-ish burn, which is kind of the vibe of Chainsaw Man, but still, it's just when you hear Chainsaw Man, you don't really think the story of what you're getting into is, what you're getting into.
Nice. Gan, you got a score, or do you want me to go?
I'm probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna go 8.
8? Flat 8?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8-2. We'll give it an 8-2.
8.2. Okay.
I think I, th- I think I'll definitely. It honestly surprised me when Chips was explaining to me the story plot of it. I was like, oh, okay, it's a horn dog.
Yeah.
Um, but then you get more of like you're saying, like you get Top Knot's background and Makima, who's still kind of a strange figure in the whole show in the first season. And you grow really fond of not just Denji just being a goofball, but the rest of the characters as well. And it's about the friends you make along the way.
Mm.
Um, I'm sure it'll definitely go up as the seasons come out. It really shocked me. I watched the whole season in like a work day, pretty much. Like it was a real slow day at the barbershop, and I just kept watching it and watching it. I was pretty bummed when I wasn't ready for the last episode to come out, be done because I watched all of it in like such a small span. Um, but it's good. I really enjoyed it. It's fun. It's light. Also gory and dark. And yeah, it's a good mix of both. Um, yeah, RIP Eye Patch.
Yeah.
Respect it.
Um,
Oh,
for me, I give it an 8.9.
okay.
I think it's a good story. I like Denji, and is is his name the dude with the sword? Akira?
Aki.
Aki. Yeah, I knew it was with, yeah, Aki. When he calls out Cone, he's just like Cone,
No, heart. The hardest fucking thing.
and it's just the first time it showed it too. I was like, oh shit,
And
he's
the
like
sound
that.
effect too is like everything else is quiet too. I love
Hmm.
when they do
Mhm.
that. Like everything else is quiet and just
Yeah.
I think the two of them, how they're just beat the shit out of of people, especially when they were kicking that dude in the fucking nuts. Fucking hilarious. I like those are like the small things like about characters that like really draw me in with the character. Like Denji's crazy. I like that. Like he's like you said, nuts or nothing.
but with the hotel scene,
Hmm.
that was nuts.
I think the show is good overall. What kind of turns me off from it is the whole Makima thing. Like, let's get the child, dude. Like, stop, stop,
Well,
please.
all I have to say is just wait.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
power
my
there, dude. Denji.
I think Power's cool as a sad character too. It was really unexpected. I didn't expect like they were gonna like make this chick like fight with them. But
Yeah. It's weird how it goes. It's a story that doesn't take itself seriously, but then at the same time it very much takes itself seriously.
yeah, I think overall it's a good show. Some of the elements turn them down a bit. Specifically, Makima, cut it the fuck out, please. But I guess that's probably not gonna happen. So
It's not that it's not going to happen. It's that
Mhm.
there's a reason.
but I also think what really redeems it from that is the elements of like how you talked about the contracts they have to form with the devils. I think that aspect of like you get this like this strong power and you get this like regenerative ability that kind of comes with it. But you know there is a trade-off. Like you're dealing with the devil. Like it's gonna require a piece of you. So I think that whole aspect is cool. And like the whole thing with the gun devil, I think that's kind of cool. It's just this fucking big gun
America.
thing, fucking runs around and just destroys shit. I think that's fucking wild. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a good show, good anime, good manga. I guess I haven't really read it.
It's great manga. I haven't caught up with it, but I guess a new chapter came out today and people are like going nuts about it. I was like, fuck, now I'm going to have to read this shit.
Yeah, I can't read it. I watch it with Sarah, so I can't.
Just read it and then watch it when it comes out.
I made promises.
Contract, if you will.
In
Sign
blood.
the contract.
In blood.
I will say the power system, it's pretty cool. I like ones where it can kind of work into like that you can almost feel immersive in. It's like I could realistically, if I was in this universe, I could literally just sign a contract and I would get like a crazy power.
I think about it. If I was like one of the devils that people could form a contract with, like the Katana Devil or Chainsaw Devil or whatever, I would take some like either funny or just fucked up parts from people. I'd be like, "Give me the head of your dick, just the head. Give me your elbow joints. You don't need to bend your arms."
I was gonna say, I feel like people wouldn't make contracts with you, but honestly, if you're giving up like a fucking eyeball, then yeah, you're probably gonna
Give me your
probably
neck.
Limitless.
Like this.
Limitless neck, bottomless neck.
Give
Yeah.
me your Achilles.
What's the final score?
Final
Adrian.
score for Chainsaw Man is 8.7.
I would say that's a reasonable score for first season Chainsaw Man.
And
very
for
good.
first show review.
First show review. If I'll leave it in. If you guys have any recommendations for any other something scores, let us know. Doesn't have to be video games.
In the comment below.
In the
Make sure
comment
you-
below, guys.
make sure
Hey,
you
make
like
sure
and
you leave a
subscribe.
like and follow us as well. But yeah, leave it in the subscribe. We're getting
Share.
up there. Share it.
Take the phone, shove it in your mom's face.
What
Make
the
her
fuck?
watch it. Strap your family down in front of the computer. You can watch this entire podcast.
What is this, Clockwork Orange?
It's exactly what this is.
You guys ever seen that movie?
No, I don't know.
I had something. I don't know if you wanted to move to something else, but we always talk about anime. And I keep seeing like videos, TikTok reels and stuff about different animes that you could like binge in a day. I was wondering if you guys had know of any, got any recommendations. we
I
could
will.
give
I will
people.
say the anime that I binged in the day, and I do not regret it. I literally stayed up until like 3 a.m. watching it. Devilman Crybaby. Phenomenal. Like you
I was
just
gonna
can't put
say
it
that.
down.
Mhm.
And it's short, and the story ends in just like 12 episodes. I think it might be 10 episodes actually.
Yeah, it does come to goes full roundabout and then full conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Like full on anime in just a day.
Yeah, because there are some animes where they're just like, fucking 12 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some like short mangas out there. I'm watching one right now that I read. It's called Juni Taizen, Zodiac War. It's really good. I think one of the best elements of it is that there is a main character, but unless you kind of pick up the very minute hints and stuff, it really seems like there's no main character.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really starts off focusing on one character, and it's like, okay, is this chick the main character? Fucking dead, gets killed. It's like, oh shit, okay, well we're focusing on someone else. Fucking dies. It's like, oh shit, who the fuck is the main character? So that's a good one. Two more that I heard of. Skate the Infinity. It's kind of like a skateboarding anime.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
And then Kimono Jihen. It's kind of like a supernatural. It's a supernatural horror, violent, bloody, gory type of anime. So
Whoa.
it seems interesting.
Do you have any recs, Gan?
I don't really watch
Short animes? What?
I like stuff where I can just keep continuously watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like a good ongoing story.
The thing is, for me, I like because I do like that, but I also do like having something where, like, when Demon Slayer season ends and My Hero season ends and One Piece season, like when all these shows I watch the season end, it's kind of like,
I
do
kind
I
of want
want
a
to pick
filler.
up? Do I want to pick up another story? Do I want to pay attention to something else?
Mm.
Like, I think sometimes it's good to have like that anime you can kind of enjoy, kind of get immersed in, and it's just like over. You don't have
Oh,
to
yeah.
wait for another season. You don't have to keep track. You don't have to, oh, what's gonna happen next? It's just like, boom, you're there. Kind of fills that little void of missing shows.
I will say the perfect one night binge anime, Erased.
Cyberpunk. Oh,
Cyberpunk's a good one, but Erased.
is that on Crunchyroll? Let me check that out.
It is on, I think it's on Crunchyroll, but it's also on Hulu and Netflix, I think. It's a very popular one. Everybody loves it.
Been watching Tsukamichi. Really enjoying that one.
Oh, here it is, right on Crunchyroll.
It's like a
Only 12
psychological
episodes.
thriller, murder mystery. Very good.
I want to see that Sakamoto Days or what's it called?
Yeah, I started reading that.
I
Dude.
actually started reading it. Seems kind of interesting. Not
I
gonna
want
lie.
to see that real bad.
People say it's like they're trying to compare it to JJK. They're like, once this gets animated, people are gonna they're gonna jump ship and they're gonna be like, oh, this is like better than JJK.
I don't know because it seems kind of like so far. I think I only got into the second chapter, maybe the
Yeah,
third. I don't know.
I'm not super far in. I don't see it yet,
but
but I
it
also didn't
seems-
see it with JJK at like early on either.
It seems kind of like slice of life type, with a little bit of fighting and stuff.
Yeah,
But
oh,
it looks like it's going to eventually be like an all-out war of
Yeah.
ninja assassins.
Mhm.
It's like what Ninja Kamui could have been.
Okay.
They say it's like the
Okay.
manga equivalent of John Wick.
Okay. I can get with that.
It's
I
like
can
the
get with
guy
that.
retired from like the assassin life, and then he's thrusted back into that world after he retires.
Literally, doesn't that sound like what Ninja Kamui?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
That's exactly.
It's
That's like that is. He
Yeah.
escapes.
Ninja
He escapes
assassins.
that life, and then the ninja assassins come. They kill his fucking family in front of him,
Yeah.
or I think he comes home to it, or is it in front of
No,
him?
it was in front of him.
Yeah,
Because he sensed. Remember, he sensed it.
yeah, straight through. Straight. He watched his wife straight through her neck. Poor woman.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
But then
Okay.
it went super, super sideways, super quick. This is
You know
like
what's up?
what it could have been.
you know what's something I think you guys could get into? Undead Unluck.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's I was reading it. Me and Sarah,
fun.
we watched the first season fully, which ended like right around where I was in the manga. I think it's really good. I like it a lot.
It's very fun. I like when he takes the fragment out of his head and he just goes super psycho.
Comes Victor.
Yeah.
I think the story so far behind just all of that is like very interesting. It takes a whole turn of like, okay, this chick, like, her power is like if she touches you, something unlucky happens to you. This guy can't fucking die, and he's looking for a way to die. Like, okay, this is gonna be the plot.
But
Very
it's
quickly
like-
turns into something fucking insane. Like, oh, shit. The whole like I like the premise of just like
Their group.
not just their group, but just like things in the universe don't exist. Like in real life, we have the stars and galaxy and shit. That's not a real thing until it becomes a real thing. And only people who aren't negators are aware of the fact that it just randomly becomes a thing. Everyone else just thinks it's always been a thing, which is I think is a cool aspect. And I think it does
Like a
it-
Mandela effect in real life.
I think part of the story also helps bridge the gap of like reading it and seeing it in a different language because like part of the plot with them doing these quests is they get like the rewards and if they fail any of the quests, they get a punishment. Usually, the punishment it adds a role to the universe. But like, one of the rewards they got was like the unification of language. So everybody speaks the same language now in the world, which I thought was kind of cool. It helps bridge the gap of like reading this in English or reading this in German or reading this in you know Portuguese, like for anybody, because like you're reading it as like everybody knows this language. So I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the gloves guy.
Show.
The gloves.
Oh, Shen?
Shen.
Cool.
Yeah. It's my dog.
I was going to throw in another one, Heavily Delusion. I already talked about this.
I feel like I haven't actually looked it up.
Made a whole TikTok about it. It's so good.
Yeah, I want to say this again. Tsukamichi. It's a very fun isekai.
I will not be caught dead watching an isekai.
Like Shield Hero.
No, I haven't watched it.
Is it an isekai? It
is an isekai. It's like
there's
by
some
definition.
elements. It's some elements but like I think the Shield Hero story overall is interesting with what's happening and what it's leading to, but like also some of the shit, it's just like, why? I mean, it's not like fucking Goblin Slayer where it opens up with that shit, but it's just like some of this shit. Why is it there?
Let's go. I did have a question for you, Gannon.
Yeah.
Why Destiny?
Seems fun. Having a good time.
Well, obviously it seems fun. We've played it. We've put
They're coming
hours and hours and hours into it.
They're coming into the final shape, apparently the final chapter of it, and as in the beginning, like the very beginning, Destiny times 1. And I figured, why not? It was like pretty much to get caught up. It's like $30.
Even with the final shape, or are you?
No, the final shape.
pay?
The final shape is looking like it's going to be 100, but probably will do it.
I feel like that was the reason why we dropped Destiny.
It is. And Trey and I got it. Well, it started with Macy's brother, and he was like talking about it, and I'm like, oh. And next thing you know, I'm downloading it, and I'm like, wow, I already have 3 of the DLC packages, and then I got Lightfall, which for me,
I thought Beyond Light was going to be the final DLC. Are we sure Final Shape is going to be the final shape?
That's what they're saying. And if not, they got me.
Have you? I mean,
I'm having a good time.
I'm glad you're having fun. Destiny is definitely like one of those games that I feel like shaped how I want every game to be. Almost, I love how it's PvE and PvP. I love how everything is so fluid across the board. If you wanted to do story, you could do story real quick, jump into a match. If you wanted to do multiplayer, real quick, just jump into a match. If you wanted to do PvP, do it, jump into a match. It's all very seamless and everything feels very connected. It just sucks that they monetize the absolute shit out of it.
Their problem is that they have overestimated and overvalued their game. The base game should be free. The DLC should be max $10. That's realistically what the game at this point is worth. With all the wrong decisions they've made with everything, that is what the game is worth. They've plummeted the game was fun. I remember I spent the entire summer basically that I was waiting from when I graduated high school to waiting to get shipped out to the Navy. That entire summer, I was sitting there doing Destiny 1 raids with one of my friends I graduated with. who was waiting to get shipped out to the army. Like, we were just 6 hours a day, 6-7 hours, just all day playing.
Yeah.
Destiny was so fun, and Destiny 2 was great with the story it was doing until they just started fucking it. They just fucked it. They fucked it. And now the game's not worth shit.
Yeah. I feel like even with all the shit, the gameplay mechanics and the level designs, like the raids, that is like
Fun. That was so
fun
much.
as fuck.
It was revolutionary. Maybe not
Yeah.
revolutionary. But
I
like,
think it was. That's what I was saying. Like, I feel like Destiny for me changed the way video games should be. I think it was revolutionary. I loved all the raids. I loved how they just went about everything. It just, yeah, it sucks that they put it behind a paywall every single time you wanted new content.
and then they changed up the content and still made you pay for it. Like,
Yeah. And then they removed content that you paid for and then wouldn't give it back to you.
now they're giving it back, but making you pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucked
Dumb.
themselves.
I did think it was like Activision mainly doing it, but then they're still kind of
Hey,
doing it.
powers
They
that
left
be,
Activision, so
whoever is making decisions, both before and after they've left or whatever, you're fucking it. You fucked up. Fucked up.
have you? Now that I'm thinking about it, this actually might be their last DLC because I just remembered they announced the new game. Did you guys hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Destiny
Marathon. Adrian, real quick. I mean, I could do it actually. I kind of want to play the trailer because it does
I got
look
this.
very good. Or it should be.
Let me know if you guys can see it.
I can.
Okay, cool.
Oh, look at what I see. A short
Yeah.
from us.
I see it. Totally see it.
I stepped in some Baku-Deku Slime.
Soundtrack's nice.
You guys haven't seen this before?
No.
I can't see it now. What's the aesthetic?
It's almost kind of like cyberpunky.
I thought it was like space alien shit.
It's still space alien shit, but there's still like a
yeah.
lot of like cyber-ish stuff. Make sure you watch the trailer after this, Gannon, so you know, so you can get excited. So it still looks very Destiny-esque, but it's a lot more like,
That's one of my favorite things about Destiny is the aesthetic.
yeah, this aesthetic you might fucking lose your
Oh.
shit for, maybe.
This does actually look really interesting.
Yeah.
Let's hope they get it right.
That's Skrillex?
It's I'm excited for it. Unfortunately, Bungie was bought by PlayStation Studios like last year, so hopefully they still put it out on
We'll never see it
both
again.
platforms.
We'll never
but
see it. We'll never see it. We'll never see it.
I hate
PlayStation.
gaming companies.
Yep. I hate
I
them all.
despise PlayStation. I've been Xbox since day one.
Shut the
Because, you know what? I know we talk about fucking Elden Ring a lot, but you don't see Elden Ring limiting itself to one system. I think you could play Elden Ring on the fucking Switch. Like,
Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
I was
No,
about to say
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring on the Switch.
Elden Ring.
Not
Okay,
yet.
Dark Souls.
Blow your Switch up.
Not yet. But
Oh, did you guys hear
probably.
about the Switch too?
Switch to what?
Okay. Anyways, but what were you guys' thoughts on the trailer? I know Adrian probably is the only one that can talk about it, but
It didn't really show much. It really just kind of showed the basic premise of what you may kind of see in like the actual trailer. But I think it was interesting the way it ended with like that, like it shows his character running, and then it ends with like the fucking getting shot, and like this person is like pulls some shit out of them, and it like pans out, and it's like more people dressed like that person that just ripped the shit out. Like,
Yeah.
it does look really good. It's got that like
Kind of
Destiny
finals
is
vibe.
very Destiny is very gray and darkish. It seems kind of like the opposite. It's more bright and colorful. Like it's like the kind of like
very
the finals.
vibrant.
It's it's got a vibrant like a pop of color, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soundtrack was sweet. I loved the bass drop, and I loved
It's got a pretty good
beats.
sounding soundtrack.
Almost with like the organ sound, but it was like really fast. Like, yeah, dude, I love that part, man.
Well, once we're done, you can watch it, and then you can give us your thoughts after. But all right,
was
do you
that?
guys? What the fuck was that? Actually,
You just come.
Baku-Deku Slime.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Something Original podcast. You can find us on all streaming platforms. I'm talking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We also have our Patreon for $3 a month. It's only $3.
Only $30.
baby.
That is right. You can find everything everywhere, anytime.
Anywhere
Anywhere. Anytime.
or anytime.
Anytime, anywhere. We are global. We are
Anywho. Okay.
trans-dimensional.
Oh shit.
We are outside of space and reality as we know it.
We're in
We
every
are.
dimension.
Something original.
We
Every
are
dimension.
with you. We are you.
Especially the 69th dimension.
Where we are inside of you.
A little callback there.
Time to go.
Oh, I remember. Adrian. Gannon's
Once
Torn
again,
3000 or whatever.
thank you for another great and endearing episode. I was and will always be Gannon, and with me to the end.
Adrian.
And Chase.
Peace.
Peace
See you guys.
out. Bye.
Bye, brother.
Peace out, brother.